Looks like this is it.
Ugh, it stinks.
Sure does.
No way, Leon.
Way?
Oh, Leon, you're so classy. You're just a gunblade away from being a Final Fantasy character with an identity crisis. Anyway, this is Sam, Kilimanjaro, with my review of a scary game, Resident Evil 4, for the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Nintendo Wii, as part of my list of scary games. This is a list of my impressions and recommendations based on my own playtime with these titles. Please visit my directory because these games are in no particular order. I'm always looking for more, so please comment or message me if you have any ideas. And go to the blog link in the description for links for purchases if you're really interested. The game I have today is Resident Evil 4, and if you are a gamer in this or the last century, then you've probably heard about this title. The one I'm playing was released for the Nintendo Wii on June 19th of 2007, and released on the GameCube back in 2005. I chose to review the Wii version because it has the best video capabilities with 16:9 output and 480p support. I like to play this game with the classic controller or the GameCube controller, however, because it has a more classic feel to it. That was my ringtone. This game is fairly well known, and it was known as probably the best game on the GameCube actually, and still a great release on the PlayStation 2. There was a PC release, but that was terrible and you should avoid it at all costs. Critical reviews for this title have been getting about 90% scores for the consoles, and even the iOS version for the iPod Touch and iPhone weren't terrible, even though they were a bit short and the graphics had to be toned down quite a bit.
¡Os voy a romper a pedazos! ¡Detrás de él! ¡Basta, hijo de puta!
Now I don't play games just for the hell of it. It has to be fun. And is this title fun? I definitely think so. The gameplay was revolutionary at the time, and it was the first over-the-shoulder Resident Evil game released. The graphics were impressive on the Wii and astonishing on the GameCube. Some people dislike that you cannot shoot and move at the same time, but this is actually one of my favorite features of the game because you have to plan your attacks and conserve ammunition. You are pulled through the game by a great level design and a pretty decent story that has you out saving lives, and taking many too. Even with endless slaughter of the Las Plagas victims, it somehow doesn't ever feel old. You get to replay the game when you finish it with the weapons you've collected and for even more fun. You also get a professional mode which gives you an extra challenge and is downright hard.
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older.
Now moving on to the reason I actually did this review, is it scary? Yes, yes, and definitely yes. While the initial levels aren't so scary, you soon learn the meaning of the word in a brutal way. This game becomes almost abusive to your senses, making you nervous to even walk into a new room or open a door, round a corner. And if you hear slow drawing breath and a shiver goes up your spine, because you know what that means. It's a regenerator. If you don't know what a regenerator is, then you haven't played this game enough because they are terrifying. Now onto what types of scare this game has. I think it has all of them, because it scares me in every way I can even conceive of. They are shocking scares, the environment is creepy as hell, and the mood is extremely unsettling. And is it a survival game? Oh my god, yes. You don't seem to recognize the fear that comes into a veteran player of this game's mind whenever they hear a two-stroke engine start up. You'll know what I mean if you play it. Oh, and by the way, a two-stroke engine is what powers a chainsaw. So, is this game worth it? I really believe so. At around $15 new for the Wii, it is a great game, even if you're not that into scary games. And it can definitely be played with friends. Like, it's a single-player game, but the experience of playing it with your friends and getting scared together is just awesome. And it doesn't even feel too outdated, but it's obvious there were some technical limitations at the time. It looks like the screen resolution is pretty low, and things that are drawn in the distance are pretty blurry. And the second time you play through, you'll definitely get another scare, so it's worth the money in all ways I can think of.
Been a long time, comrade.
Krauser.
I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You got on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
What do you want?
The sample Sadler developed, that's all.
Leave Ashley out of this!
Oh, I needed her to buy Sadler's trust in me. Like you, I'm American.
You got her involved just for that?
Alright, to wrap it up, this game is one of my favorite games of the last generation, and even this generation is pretty high up there. I definitely think it's worth it to purchase this game if you are at all into games. It's not too hard to find in stores, and you can even get it on Amazon.com. I'll give you the link on my blog if you want. Please visit contrariamajaro.blogspot.com to see more games I've reviewed and to see my overall list of scary games with links to more information such as purchasing information if you're interested in getting the game. Please subscribe if you enjoyed. I plan to release several more videos in the near future. For Contrariamajaro's Games, I'm Sam, Contrariamajaro himself.